Hi Libra, this is Mary Ellen, coming to you from Moonrise Cottage for your July 2017 Soul Tarot reading. I am very thrilled to be here. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. It's been an astounding journey that, everyone's been on. I have a lot to say about that. I'm going to resist the urge here in your video, but I just want you to know this incredible journey that you are on, it continues. If you are new to the channel, you'll see me touching the cards at times. It's how I channel messages from Spirit. And I would urge you, when you have time, to go and look back at some of the previous month's videos, if you can, all the way back to February. These videos do build upon each other. There is a story that is unfolding that is about our human spiritual destiny. And these messages from Spirit are meant to be conversations. Many of you will feel some energy coming through to your heart chakra, to your third eye chakra, and Spirit says now to your pineal gland as you witness your own story unfolding. I have put some information in the description box below the video about the personal readings that I have begun to offer, and there is a link there to make a reservation. So all the information is there. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Send me an email. Libra, last month, your journey, 2 months ago, actually, your journey deepened and you began taking on the role and stepping onto the path of the sacred initiate, being initiated into what I call the clan of the warrior. Last month was an amazing month. If you have not seen that video, if you've forgotten, please go back. Give yourself the gift, Spirit is saying, to go back and watch, because this amazing journey continues to unfold in a way that is deep. I want to start with this. Here in the center of your reading, the Renewer. A major arcana card. Look at that. That is the sacred cauldron of rebirth. It is actually a real relic. It was found in a bog. And there are the triple deities. And the whole scene is suspended deep across the divide in the universe. So this is the theme, the light, if you will, and the energy with which Spirit guides your reading this month. It's a major arcana card, and it's giving thematic presence. There, I haven't figured out how to do this yet, but there is so much flow of energy coming through, and there's a lot of chatter in the background from Spirit about your growth and your change. And last month you had another second in a row. In May you stepped onto the initiation pathway. Last month you had a lot of shift, a lot of change going on in very sacred ways in order to release yourself. In fact, the Tower card was present, and the Liberator was, I believe, the outcome card here. So, having been through that passageway from last month, experiencing a death, if you will, of some part of you in order to be able to move forward, to have this come right on the top, the Renewer of Devotion. That is the full name of the card. It is exceedingly beautiful. And there's a lot of quiet here in the energy on the table. And this, so again, for those of you that are new, this is our overarching theme from Spirit that's guiding this reading. And I'm definitely feeling it. This in the center is the aspect that represents your state of being now and how you move forward through your human journey and across the bridge into your spiritual experience. And it's the Dreamer card, the double-headed Dreamer. And you know, last month with the Changer of Truth and the Liberator card, to find you in your personal aspect, your energy this month. This is the Dreamer, the double-headed Dreamer, who has the capacity to look across the veil, to see, to walk through life deeply connected across the divide, okay? Rooted in the universe, rooted in the spiritual knowing that you have attained. You have, in traditional tarot, this is would be aligned with the star card. And here in this illustration, this is here to remind us that we come from the stars, and you know, very truly, in ways that are real, we are stardust. We have arisen out of the matter coming from exploding stars. That's how the earth came to be from a physical point of view. All right? So without getting into a long discussion about religion and etc., whatever you believe, these events did happen. And so that's what Spirit wants to talk to you about. How you arrived here and where you are rooted. It's very interesting. And the Dreamer, the double-headed Dreamer, another major arcana card. So the energy this month is very high. Libra, you are being prepared for the eclipse season that is coming next month. And you have a very sacred ability now to see in both directions, to ground yourself in the spiritual realm, to have dreams. You may have some astral travel. You may experience profound prophetic dreams. You also have the energy walking with you to allow you to manifest your dreams. And the thing that the double-headed Dreamer dreams about is growth and change. The full name of the card is the Dreamer of Growth. So again, I want to remind you, go and look at last month and you'll understand how deeply significant this is. It's very beautiful. And there's a very mystical energy here today. In fact, as I was preparing to go and to sit and do your reading, I've been a little bit, I've been feeling this today, a little bit across. And the energy is very deep. And as I shuffled the cards, this one jumped right out. And then the very next thing that happened, I continued the shuffle, and this one jumped out. So the cards have come out in that manner. I'm going to do my best to give words to this reading, but I will tell you, I think I am feeling a little bit of what you may be feeling this month. So please give yourself time to spend time alone. Put a dream journal by your bed. Begin to record your thoughts. Keep a diary, Spirit is saying. You are now dreaming. You have the capacity on a spiritual level to understand and see deeply inside yourself, having come out of this cauldron of rebirth. Just see how mystical this is? And the energy is definitely here on the table. So let's see. Look at that. So Libra, this was here last month. Remember? Look at that. That is the Changer of Truth. In the traditional tarot, it's the Tower card. Here, it is about releasing you to help you change your perspective so that new growth can occur. Do you see the spiral of life? Right at the heart chakra. And one of the things I love about this card is that it is sacred male energy, impetus for change. That you are bringing from deep inside you. Spirit's telling me to do this. This is where I'm being corrected. This is the type of change we're talking about. Spirit is always telling me to remind you, don't be afraid. This is bringing you relief and release. Just as you had release last month, this is deepening the process that the Liberator began, where your outcome from last month left off. So you begin. That's the chatter that's coming through. All right? So this is your destiny. This is what is happening on your human walk. You are going to be taking the steps that you need to take. And they may be invisible. And they may seem insignificant to others. But Spirit wants me to just put words on this to let you know that you are being accompanied and you are seen and you are loved. And no matter what others may or may not see, Spirit recognizes the process you are on and is thankful for the hard work that you're doing. Do you see the lightning bolt and the spiral of change at the top? How beautiful is that? Taking control. That's what Spirit's telling me in the background. This is an illustration of you taking control of your spirit life in order to bring the change that you want so that you can live out this destiny that is coming to you. All right? So, look at that. That's great. I love this card. To me, it's about fun. Just pure, unadulterated, beautiful fun. That is the Warrior of Skill. Again, male energy, impetus for change and movement. And that's what this card is about. Every time this card comes up, I just fall more in love with it. So the Warrior of Skill is a very impulsive individual. And he's free. He is not encumbered. He has the power and the magic in his hands. See, he's got his staff, his wand, if you will. His saddlebags are packed. He's ready to go. And what he does is when a divine inspiration comes to him, he jumps atop this steed, this beautiful horse, activating the aspects of magic and the ability to manifest in his life, and he rides off in the direction he wants to go. And so, for this to show up in your reading, following directly next to the Changer of Truth and sitting underneath the Dreamer, the ways in which you are able to manifest your own life, Spirit is telling you, you're going on an adventure, and you have become this aspect in your warriorship, in your initiation. You've become the Warrior of Skill for your walk this month. That, to me, I love adventure. I'm a person who loves adventure. So when I see this guy show up, I get very excited. And Libra, I couldn't be happier for you. So Spirit's telling me to remind you, as I'm doing what I'm doing, please look into the cards and pay attention to the progression because, of course, it's very important. All right, so another major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards. Libra, it's on. This is not a small moment. That's what Spirit is telling me. And I am feeling very emotional. I'm feeling the love of compassion that comes from Spirit and the depth of there's a word that's trying to pop out. Bonded. Spirit is feeling very bonded to you in these moments because you have the desire in your heart and the aspects are now present. I'm not an astrologer, but I'm kind of wondering what's going on with the astrology. You might want to check that out. That's just popping into my head. So, we have the Dreamer, the Renewer of Devotion, sitting atop the Dreamer of Growth, and the Changer of Truth. The moment is here. There is nothing that can prevent this now. You have the power, you have the assistance to step into this. Because the Liberator came last month and there's nothing standing in the way. That's what this message is about. There's nothing standing in your way. And if there is an obstacle, see that lightning bolt? You have the power to just crash right through it. It's a very exciting moment. And when you do so, you take this adventure, you come out of this aspect, standing in this way. This is you, Libra. Literally, this is you, okay? This is the balancer of harmony. Do you see how you are spinning, standing again deep across the divide? And you know what I love about this? Do you see that? It looks like this person, it's a female image, has given birth. Something has opened. And this person has been rewoven, stitched back together in order to bring harmony. Now having the ability, again, deep across the divide, out and standing out with the universe. Balancing, bringing balance. Spirit is telling me, bringing Libra through to their own energy. Because this is your job, Libra. You know, on a certain level, this is, Spirit's telling me it's not a job. Okay, I'm trying to find the human words. This is your ability. This is what your spiritual energy does. If you come into yourself as you walk through the world, you bring this. And, you know, we know about that astrologically. Spirit says there is something deeper about it. Some notion about this idea. It is about balance. Balancing the energy as you walk through your life. You have the power to bring balance just by walking down the street when you come into these aspects in your life. That's really beautiful. So I'm very excited to see what's here. So, you know, these are the things Spirit's telling me before I go on. These are the things you're going to be feeling and sensing, thinking about, perhaps dreaming about on your human walk this month. And when you come to this place, do you see how the balancer of harmony is right below the renewer of devotion? Again, do you see this line that's developing? The dreamer of growth, of course, has the power to go on a new adventure in order to go more deeply into the aspect of who you are. And that then takes you across to the other side. This is beautiful, Libra. You know, I understand why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling now. Look at this. This is the bridge card across to your spirit walk. The implications of what's happening in the spiritual realm while you take your human walk this month. This is another major arcana card. The decider of will. Look at that. It is, again, it is beautiful, beautiful, highly activated, sacred male energy. Impetus, spark, a new beginning. And so as you balance, as you have become renewed, having this initiation process started, being liberated from the battles of your life. Do you remember last month there was some battle going on? And we don't see any of that here. Look, that's the sacred God of will. Isn't that beautiful? So while you are changing your will, having been balanced in these ways and renewed with your dreams, your sacred ability to dream intact, this is how you take your will forward. Right in line with the spiritual guides that you have, whatever they may be. Look how beautiful that is. Look at that card. And you know, it's interesting. He holds his will, he holds the abundance of his will at his heart chakra, much like the lover of devotion. which is the female companion to this energy. According to Spirit, that's what Spirit's telling me in this moment. Okay? So, this is a moment of sacred male energy. Impetus. You know, we give a lot of attention, some of us, to the sacred female. But the sacred male is so beautiful in its own right. And Spirit just wants to talk with us about that today. It's very interesting. All these images of sacred male energy and the female energy come in order to bring the rebirth and the renewal and the balance of harmony. It's a very deeply sacred, every single card in this line is a major arcana. In fact, the only card that's not is that one, and that clearly very much about your human walk. Okay? You're going deep this month, Libra, and I'll be thinking about you and sending you my love and my energy. And I would love to hear from you about this adventure that you're going on. Clearly, it's a spiritual adventure, and it may be through a picnic that you go on with your friends and family. Something is happening in the mundane world that reflects all of this. It's astounding to me. Look at that. Okay. So, when you take this walk, having been released and liberated, your truth changing in order to balance yourself deeply into your nature. The nature that you came through with is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And when you do that, that is the will, the sacred will that you have as a Libra. Look at that line. It literally takes my breath away. Quite honestly. You know, if you have the opportunity to go take a spiritual retreat, I would encourage you to do it. At some time during the month of July. And, I always tell people, a retreat can happen in your own house, in your bedroom. It can happen by sitting in the park, by sitting in a field. Depending on your financial resources and your ability to travel and your responsibilities at home, please find a way. It might be by going into your bedroom and telling your friends and family, I love you and I need some time. I just am going to take some time this month for myself, just to meditate and just to be with myself. Maybe you'll write some things in a journal. I keep hearing that. Spirit wants you to write. You might have some spontaneous writing happening, actually, come to think of it, now that I see this. Because, your energy is so deeply across. You are probably going to have the experience that I often have, which is when I look outward from my physical eyes is often my spirit self that from which the vision arises. It's a little hard to explain. And it's about being in an altered state a little bit. Don't be afraid of that. Take it slow. Nothing bad's going to happen. It's a little bit, can throw you a little bit off kilter, but it's very beautiful. And if you suddenly find yourself going across and having some deeper ability to have awareness of the energies around you, just take a breath and settle right into it. You don't have to do anything. Spirit says just be with it. So, back to this. When this happens, as you travel into your spirit realm, the purpose of this is that something is going to be revealed to you. This is about the art with which we live our lives. So, there are a couple notable things here. See this beautiful red garment? And this woman who sits here? Look how activated she is spiritually. Do you see that? There is energy emanating from within her, right? Flowing into her. and then emanating out. At her heart chakra, she has a sacred vessel. And out of that vessel pours her abundance and her love and passion for the world around her into a bowl so that this might be shared with others. That's what Spirit is literally saying to me. This is the purpose of your spiritual journey. You are moving into this place, into this ability. Spirit's correcting me. You are beginning to move into this ability. And as you move into this ability, because of your initiation, these are the things that are going to begin to be revealed to you. So this is about the art of living, the art of knowing how to manifest, the art of understanding this sacred barrel of abundance that sits at your side. This card indicates success and desires, being able to create what you want because of that which flows from within you. And it's the first step in the spirit realm. And, sitting above the changer, do you see? This is why Spirit always tells me to tell people, don't be afraid of this card. This card has a very sacred, beautiful purpose. So here we have the changer of truth, supporting the decider of will. And with your will intact, looking forward, you see how it's looking right at the double-headed dreamer? You are standing on the spiritual bridge, looking at this process that is unfolding with you and inside you and for you from Spirit. And as you use your will to align yourself with this process, you come across into your spiritual journey and you begin to have revelation about the meaning of becoming human, a spirit person, a spirit being walking in a human body who is meant to walk the earth in this way. With these capacities and this understanding, emanating this energy. Remember when I said earlier, just by walking, you see this? Spirit says to show you this. When you balance and you come across, this is what you're emanating. Remember that message that was coming through, and I said just by walking down the street, Spirit says on a spiritual level, this illustration helps you understand what that means. Okay? This is beautiful, Libra. I'm so honored right now to be here with you. Let's see what this says. Look. Okay. That is another major arcana card. Libra, you're going really deep in a profound and beautiful way. And as a Virgo, I always get pulled across a little bit this time of year. I'm in the U.S., and so in the Northern Hemisphere it's summer. And in these moments, because of my alignment with nature, I do feel the energy of things coming to fruition. And that's what this is about. And when these things become fertile, okay, so again, do you see the fertile aspect of the female energy and the placement that it takes? It's very interesting, and it's really beautiful. All right. So when these things are revealed to you and you begin to have an understanding, a touchstone, according to Spirit, you will begin to touch this energy. It is fertile energy, and again, this is the dreamer of growth. This is the spinner of growth. That's astounding, literally. Look at that. Another major arcana card. The spinner. The sacred tree of life. Standing in line with spirit energy. What is happening in this illustration is the seeds of your destiny, of your growth, of your change. You are now, on a spiritual level, sending those out into the world and into your life and into your shift and change. Your growth is assured. And you know, it's funny how things unfold. It's always very, there's never any mistake. You know what I mean? I I am in the beginning process of a deepening process of my own. And so these cards really mean a lot to me. And when I see this here, I know that something beautiful and magical and mystical is happening inside of you, Libra. If you have the ability, whatever your traditions would tell you, to go and have some kind of a ceremony, if you want to make a ceremony, you know what, let me know. It is part of the mission that I'm evolving into. I'm not quite ready, but you know, it's coming fast. And as I see other people evolving in this way, I know the value of having a place where you can go and step completely into yourself with the support of others. If you participate in a religion, go sit in the church on a day when it's quiet and nobody's there, just you and spirit. This is what spirit's trying to tell you. Go out in nature, any place that helps you feel very connected. And practice. Spirit is telling me practice these arts that you are learning. And again, you know, honestly, every card, major arcana, except for these two. And each of these gives the ability for action. The rest of it is about spiritual unfolding and deepening of your knowledge. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Okay. So here we have the revelation of art. Things being revealed to you and seeds being sent out into your heart chakra, into your mind, into your, Spirit's telling me your pineal gland. Right here. Okay? There's a lot going on. So this is the woman of art. She is really beautiful. This is the depiction of the goddess that stands at the river Boyne. And again, I want to show you her sacred energy that emanates from her. So, when we send those seeds out, Spirit's telling me this is another depiction. Having stepped a little further along this road, do you see, again, she holds the bowl. Spirit wants me to show you this. Do you see this? This is being revealed to you, okay? And this is where you're evolving. You see the two bowls? This one you hold in your hand. This woman stands in the world, just as I was saying, just as, well, you know, it's not me. It's coming through from Spirit. This is you in a spiritual realm, okay? Where you sit spiritually. This is you standing as a spirit being in the world. The bowl of abundance is in your hand. You're in this beautiful place, and you see the cows, you can get more milk any minute that you want because you have the ability to manifest. Her beautiful gown literally is a river. Her energy flows out of her and across the land. That is the type of art that you are going to be learning on a spiritual basis this month. It's really beautiful, Libra. Look at that. Look at this woman. Incredible female, sacred female energy. The energy of flow and shift and change. And you know, there's also a water aspect to this. And this idea of water flowing over the earth, bringing growth in the light of the sun coming up in the background. It's just deeply beautiful. So let's see what the outcome is. Look at that. Okay. Libra, this is the courtship of art. All right. So we have the revelation of art, the spinner of growth, the woman of art, and now the courtship of art. This is very, very definitely, I'm getting this message loud and clear. This is about your ability to be in courtship with spirit in a new way. Do you see how it's a number 3 card? All right. This is where Spirit leaves you, so to speak, brings you. Okay, I'm getting yelled at. Not leaves you, brings you to a place where you are able to join your energy with Spirit and have a real relationship that you understand and feel in your being. Do you see how they are touching each other? Do you see that? That's what Spirit wants me to talk with you about. What it is to touch Spirit through your physical embodiment, to be able to cross over and understand what it is. Male and female sacred energy, how they join, how they merge. You know, it's interesting. There's a story about this card, and it's about these people were betrothed, and someone was standing in their way, and they reached a moment, an artful moment, where they understood how to just relieve themselves of that obstacle. And that's the person that was trying to stand in their way. They just kind of, had that person step into a bag, and, no violence, no harm, no disrespect. That person got swallowed up in their greed, basically, is the story. And, just tie a little bow on it and hang it on a hook, and just gently remove it, so it does not affect you. And when I see the dreamer of growth and the balancer of harmony, okay, the renewer of devotion, sitting next to the courtship of art, do you see this line? That is entirely about your relationship with Spirit. And Spirit's telling me yes. Spirit's asking me to do this. So you see, this is you, right here, and this is Spirit. This is the guiding energy for this entire reading, and the outcome is your ability to be renewed, to renew your devotion to your spirit life and to the divine, a balancing of your energy in order to help you reach this place through all of this shift and change, because it is a beautiful, sacred adventure. You will be able, when you step into your truth, you will be able to answer the impulse inside of you. That is why it is a warrior of skill. Okay? This person really has the ability to understand the sacred impulse. He holds magic in his hand. There's something about this card I just love. I think it's because I've actually done this a lot in my life. I've had a lot of adventures. A lot of things that, on the surface maybe looked a little crazy. When I started building my spirit portal, people thought I was just straight up, just a little bit nuts, right? And now, it's just the most wonderful, beautiful place. A little sacred portal. That's the kind of impulse that Spirit is talking with you about. The impulse that comes from your heart to help us open to ourselves, love each other, bring peace and harmony, and be free. Oh, okay. So, Spirit says, be free, because the changer of truth, from those things that come out of our history and our herstory, our religions, our cultures, that bind us into this cycle of negativity and violence and war. It is time to release it. And Spirit says there's a lot of fear, because what do? If you're going to let go of that way of life, then what? What happens? We don't know, do we? Because we haven't done it. But that is what we're being prepared for. So, I am very eager. I'll be so eager to speak with you in August. And I would love it if you would take a few moments and just write down something on the thread below the video. Let me know how you're doing and what you're experiencing. I'll be thinking about you, Libra, and I'll look forward to speaking with you again in August. Take very good care of yourself, and don't doubt this for a moment. Not one moment, Spirit says. Thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely month.